Hi
Hi.
Tex, hi Peyton, hi
Hi.
Anton, hi Mega Man.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Gosh, yeah, we're all having a good time. How are you all doing? Also, yes, welcome to part 8 of Case 1-5.
I think this is literally doubled the length of our Phoenix Wright series.
Yeah, this is basically half of the game is this bonus case. It's pretty funny. According to personal anecdote from friend Vanny, she got like 9 hours out of just like the last day of case 3-5 though, so who the fuck knows? I feel like that might not be completely perfectly remembered, but curious what you all experts in this series think about that assessment from her.
Dear, I think that if we're at like 4 to 5 hours of this stream and we don't actually see the end in sight, I do think we need to cut our losses and split it into like another stream. I don't know if I want to do another 9-hour stream. I don't know if I could take it. Especially having to do voice acting for that long. So, let's just like mentally prepare for the idea that we may need to cut our losses after like 5 hours, okay?
I doubt it'll be that long. Like, we already did like a bit of the trial yesterday.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're prepared for that.
Thank you for the
possibility.
Oh, Waka!
I want to make
sure bullet hole appears in the judge and he barely reacts.
I want to make sure that we are mentally prepared for that possibility, just so that we're not running on fumes and regretting doing it, you know? I would like that to be the case. Anyway, Awaga.
The gun. Dear.
Yeah?
Holy fuck. It's the gun.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just get it all out of my system before we...
She's the pisser, dude.
I'm the pisser, is my known character trait.
If the ideal world would allow Meadow to stream directly from her bathroom so that she could just be the pisser whenever she required. Never had to step away. And also got, oh my gosh, a 10-stream streak from you. You're one of our big old fans here, aren't you?
You're a real one.
You're a real one.
I want to stop being the pisser, but the problem is that it just does not take long for me trying to hold it in and not go like I'm just like rush the second I feel like I have to pee. It's so intense after just waiting like a little bit with holding it, you know? It is like all I can think about when it gets to that point. I can't think about anything else other than holding it. Oog.
Hi, Colette. How's your day going?
Hi, Colette. I'm still not 100% after being sick, so voice acting might be a little rough for me. We'll have to see. Overcame build indecision madness and found a much more fun build than I... Oh, Tex is already also on a 10-stream streak, dear.
Oh my good gravy gracious.
Yeah.
Our biggest fans.
Yeah, thank you, Tex, thank you, Peyton, and thank you everybody who hasn't been able to be here for every stream. Admittedly, it is a little bit easier this month just because we have not been doing as many Saturday streams on Twitch. That's due to the circumstances, the busyness.
The horrors.
But I want to thank everybody for their support of us and being here and being a lovely community, and we appreciate you and we see you, you know? All are valued members of this community, and we couldn't do it without you. There may be a small amount of people, but y'all matter so much more than a bigger number.
Yes, you're very important. The reason why I stream on Twitch at all is because I find it much easier to play and enjoy games when I'm able to share it with other people. And you all are the ones I'm sharing it with. Shout out to the people who watch our VODs on YouTube.
If you're a VOD
episode got like 20 views? That's crazy. Imagine being in a room with like 20 people.
I haven't even the fucking 21 views on the VOD.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to say to all the VOD watchers, we also appreciate you. We may not know you as well as we know our live viewers, but you don't have to be here live to enjoy our streams, and that's wonderful. Okay? We see you and we appreciate you.
Yeah. So I think it's probably about time that we get right into sharing the video game with everyone at home.
Yeah.
Wow. Here it is.
I don't see it here.
Also, today is or not today, but between that last stream and now, apparently, was, the, update that added, like, the art viewer and stuff to the game. So that's neat.
Oh! Fun.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry, Peep, I think that all of, like, the special chat, things that appear, don't appear in the actual window on stream, and so if you want to talk to the VOD watchers, you gotta do it through a regular message.
Yeah. But here, just, like, retype that message.
Yeah.
But as a regular message.
The gallery has been added. The episode selection feature has been added. Autoplay and story mode features have been added. Language support for Brazilian Portuguese and Latin American Spanish have been added. Various bug fixes have been implemented. What bugs are in this game?
There was
to think about.
cockroach in this game and they had to remove it.
Oh, a creepy crawly.
Yeah,
Understandable. Well, let's see where the fuck we left off. Right. A testimony!
Right. Is this new dialogue?
Yes,
or is
this is the testimony, not the cross-examination.
Okay. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. Oh, right, yeah, the vase.
Yeah.
The unstable vase.
This is certainly most unusual.
Try impossible! The chief of detectives hadn't even... I can't do my edge... I'm struggling with my Edgeworth voice. Hang on, if you let me mute for a second, I can get back into it.
Oh, okay.
I tried to practice that line, I noticed there's a typo.
What?
The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
Oh, fuck. Well, so much for the bug fixes, Anton.
Yeah, this is Anton's fault somehow, I guess.
that would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross...
Stop, please! Don't pursue this any further! Lana?
What is the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
Seems we're finally getting to
Yeah,
the core of the matter.
Fucking, this can of worms has all jumped out onto the fucking counter. You know, you can't put them all back in.
Cross-examination. Emma's recollection. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe. It sounds quieter.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There, I'll just turn that back up. There you go.
Okay. I was gonna say it does sound quieter. I can't hear it as well.
There.
I have
Okay.
my stream volume all the way up.
When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark?
Yes, at least I think it was him.
You think?
All I could really see were shadows. The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports.
So then you...
Why would you
The
do
hold it
something
sounds
so
different.
dangerous? It is like it's like a different like sample. Like it's like it's weird. It's like higher fidelity, but also a bit softer.
It's Sam Riegel's voice.
Huh.
Interesting. Does that mean the objection from Phoenix is different too?
That's fascinating.
Did something go on with his previous voice actor?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just that they gave him a new voice actor in more recent games in the series, and so they're just retrofitting the old games with those new voice lines.
They replaced Ben Judd's voice because he had capital
Oh.
P problems.
I
recall
see.
correctly.
Well, there
Alright,
you
that's
go.
fine. Basically backporting his modern lines. Interesting.
Yeah, so we're getting a sneak peek at, like, I don't know, like, Great Ace Detective or fucking, like, the Spirit of Justice or something.
Getting this fucking update in the last part of our original run of Phoenix Wright is kind of funny.
And now Phoenix is voiced by one of the Critical Role guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun. Anyway,
Uh-huh. Okay. Why would you do something so dangerous?
what else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife.
But as we've just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person.
What do you mean, you think?
It all happened so fast. I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly, but what I did, it's all kind of a blur. Miss Sky was almost... Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next?
Are sure about this?
Of course! See? I even drew a picture of him here. But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
Everybody hates the Blue Badger.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
They say this about Miss Milwaukee Brewer.
His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
Such quaint description for it, I love it. That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. This is pointless! That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
A waga! That may well be.
Yeah, the new
But what's
the new
important
objections.
is what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Oh? And I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was.
What was it Emma saw when
The
the
unstable
lightning
jar, the
flashed?
unstable jar.
Who is this Blue Badger, really? I just might know.
I know!
The Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Miss Valentine.
In this room? Very well, Miss Valentine. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious Blue Badger look-alike.
You already know what it is.
My
Take
genius.
that! The mysterious Blue Badger was, in fact, this.
But that's... what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Miss Valentine, that doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
Got to show them the correct angle to look at this from.
Also, can we look at the VHS again?
Also, have you seen my attorney's badge? It's the other way around.
Yeah. Could it be directly from below, or would it?
No.
No. It would be that. It would be this.
It's this.
It's so that. It's so that. I'm so smart.
Yeah. Take that! What? Come on!
What?
This isn't right. Fuck off. I did get it right.
Is the angle wrong? Who the fuck knows? Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness's drawing. If Miss Valentine can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept this claim.
I've got to find
Is
just the
literally
right angle.
correct. What do you mean,
You
game?
should rotate it vertically a bit more. Or horizontally?
Come on, Miss Valentine, you can do it. Oh boy.
Ay.
Did you take damage from that?
No.
Okay, good.
Like,
Ah. No, it wouldn't be that.
unless it's supposed to be that? No. What the fuck?
French fry keyhole gaming, let's go! Well,
What did I do
what
wrong?
if you try it where the bottom... What if we try it where... Or... What if we try it where the bottom is... More... I guess we could try it...
Like, it has to be,
This
like,
way?
exactly this angle where it's like, you can... Right? Like, this
That
seems
seems correct.
but...
But this is very similar to what we had before, so it's like fucked up.
Yeah. Fuck off!
Fuck?
Oh my god, dude. What the hell?
Yes.
Well, I
What I'm
pointed-
thinking is...
Or maybe this side? But no, that side it's all wrong. Maybe I have to... no. Yeah. Maybe it's the other way around?
Yeah, that's what my first thought was the idea of it being bottom up like that.
Is this instead? But that doesn't really look like it at all. 'Cause I don't think it looks like it.
You could try it.
I guess I could try it.
Mm.
Since there's no consequence for a failure here other than being annoyed as
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, because there's no consequence for failure, you don't have to be annoyed because it's...
I will be annoyed, though, on account of the fact that I have to keep doing this every single time.
Well, there's no consequences for doing it, it's just time. You could make it look like a gnome.
Could make it look like a little gnome.
I gotta do It's like, it's gotta be
Further
that.
up,
It's
but
the fucked up part.
But the thing is that you can't see you can't be able to see through the handles, right? Because if you can see through the handles, then it doesn't look like it anymore.
Okay, so this is arguably the worst puzzle in Ace Attorney 1. Good to know
Awesome.
that it just sucks, and that it's not us.
That's literally the answer! What stupid angle do you want?
Can somebody, like, send us, like, a picture?
Like, we
In the
know
front-
exactly what to do. Please, someone just send us a fucking screen cap of the exact angle that it is supposed to be.
Yeah.
The apparently one angle that the game will actually accept.
Yeah, like, at this point, the game won't respect our time, so we won't respect its rules. So,
But if I tilt it up more, Anton, then you can see through the bits, and you can't see through the bits in this.
just somebody send us a screenshot.
Just send us a fucking screenshot. Stop trying, don't coach us through it. Don't coach us through it. We already know the solution. The game is just... In every other situation, the game has had leniency, like a bit of margin of error for situations like this. And now it has exactly none. Like, this should be it! Like, what,
That
do you
should-
want to see through the fucking handles like a dumbass? Okay, I'll compare it to that.
Nachos text. The head is more bulbous, I suppose.
Okay.
Now-
That perfectly matched the screen cap!
Looks like the DS version rather than...
That matched the fucking screen cap, bro. Does it have to be that the mouth of it is precisely touching the bottom like this? Is that what they want?
Is that the way you want it?
I see you.
Like, precisely like this? That Oh my god, dude! It matches the screen cap exactly!
Anton, you sent me a screen cap. Do you have one where it is the green background rather than, like, the white one? Because the green background would help a lot. If you have, like, a screenshot of
The actual version
mo-
of the game that we are playing, please.
Anton did send me a version of this version. Yeah.
Is it actually this version, or is it like the Wii version?
This is an issue introduced in the HD version. Is that, Colette, is that the screenshot that when you press present, it is what the game wants?
We can only
Just to
hope.
confirm before we do it. Yes. Okay. So the, like, mouth of it needs to be slightly not in the silhouette of it. And I think you could tilt it just slightly, like, so that the two ears on either side are a little more yeah, I think that probably pretty close. It's like slightly askew. Yeah, if you like tilt it so that the left ear goes up a little, the right ear goes down a little, you look at the squares behind them.
Oh, fuck, No, fuck, Okay, thank God.
Okay, thank you, chat, for sending us the screenshots. We have been saved. Thank God, thank fuck, freedom.
Okay. Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the Blue Badger.
No, it can't be.
Mods! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this,
Although we all enjoyed Miss Valentine's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
Awaga! I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
Indeed. Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? I mean, it was thrown. That's why it was like that, you know?
It does have blood on it, so I can only presume that this was perhaps the murder weapon? Well, no, because the murder weapon was the knife from here. But it probably changes who the murderer was?
Let's save. Oh, hi, Axie Axolotl.
Hi, Axe.
Thank you for popping in. We will have a great stream.
I don't think you could stab someone with a shard from a vase, Anton.
Yeah, you certainly...
but
I mean, you can
doesn't it-
stab anyone with anything. It just depends on if it works. Anyway.
I feel like this changes the murderer.
In comes Damon Gant with the clay vase.
Right?
Yeah. And he did save, so there's no real punishment for...
Yeah. But I feel like the murder... I feel like we gain nothing from the murder not taking place in the office.
Yeah, I
But
think
we
it's already...
do gain something from pinning it on Gant.
Yeah. I suppose it does, like, also help pin it on Gant that it was something that was found in his office
Yeah.
to begin with.
And the reason why the bit of the vase was in his office was because that's where the murder happened, presumably.
Future commission idea, Viola, Meadow, and the entire chat fighting with the jar.
God.
Damn, jar got hands.
Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Miss Valentine.
Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown on a picture taken of the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant.
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Awaga! Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? No, Damon Gant moved it. Smiles. From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Why the fuck did he do that?
Breaking Edgeworth's character for a moment just as I could sound like that. Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly.
Ugh.
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason was, Miss Valentine?
The reason, silly Billy.
I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though.
Imagine if you just turned back here and just kind of left all this information out in the open for people to ruminate on.
Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
Ah!
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous-looking sword.
Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No! Miss Valentine, you can't be thinking.
Yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room.
Another possibility?
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this.
Miss Valentine, what's the matter?
Hang on, sorry, I put a Reese's Pieces in my mouth. Just one singular one. I thought it would be enough dialogue, and then hold on.
Well, the amount of time that you're spending talking is only making it take longer.
Okay, I swallowed it. If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall, that could have played out a little slower. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No!
Well, she's dead.
And now Emma Skye died because of you. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Skye, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you are talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. You certainly can't get dead people to testify. It's all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Touché, Miss Skye. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
I mean, there's still another possibility?
Well, just the one.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. Checks answering machine. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly.
Oh, fuck! Dear!
He...
Dear!
Yeah?
Okay, they like changed the rotation angles on the rotation controls on this. Dear. Oh.
Yeah?
7.
Oh!
7, dear. All 7s, dear.
Oh my god.
All 7s, dear.
Fuck. Oh, that's why you had that one particular shard.
The one
in the
bit
safe.
that specifically had his number on it, tying it back to him.
Oh my god. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another.
That's impossible.
Well, Miss
Why
Valentine,
is the 7 backwards?
this is
I think the
only
7 is very
possibility left
short.
to you.
Yeah, I think it's just a very short 7 because he, died.
Yeah.
A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
You've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in the evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Miss Valentine, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? There's no excuse for a poor messenger.
Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky.
Peyton, a man died.
God. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be.
Now then, Miss Valentine, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
7.
Should save before this, just in case.
Oh, fuck. I can't save.
Oh,
I can't access the menu right now, so... Take that! This is the message left by the deceased.
Well, this is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. God.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. See, this looks like Japanese.
Yeah, it looks like either the Shi or Tsu character with the smiley face.
Yeah, look up Gant's name in Japanese, dear.
Okay. I was told that, like, there's a spoiler in explaining why his name is the way it is. So maybe I shouldn't look that up, but...
Okay, well then someone in chat please tell us what, like, the first couple characters of his name are in Japanese.
Yeah.
Colette, get on it.
I know this is definitely not the character for Day.
Yeah, no, it would have to be, like, his surname, probably.
It's definitely not the character for Ga as well.
No, certainly his name's not Damon Gant in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like
Here.
someone's doing the funny face. What?
Here, I have to pee again. I'm gonna
Dear.
go do that while we're waiting. I don't know why.
Damn! She's losing fluids at a rapid rate.
I don't know why.
Just
but
go,
I
hurry.
must.
Hurry. A tiny, bibby, bunny-sized bladder. Yeah, I'll just look it up. Oh, it doesn't even say his name. Okay, so that... Okay, so no, it's way too complex for that, by the looks of things. Way too complex to at least be the kanji of his name.
Hi. I will say this.
Yeah?
Sometimes I get confused and I think I have to pee really bad, and then it's just a little bit when I actually go. That was not a little bit. I really did have to go.
Good lord. Where'd
I
all that
don't
come
know.
from?
I don't know!
Streaming for
Where did that
50
come from in the
minutes.
last, like, 20 minutes?
Ay, ay, ay. For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there is a line here, drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines?
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. The blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No.
Yes.
Miss Valentine, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I believe these blood stains will reveal to us the answer. Got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So we thought it was 7.
Yeah, so
but,
it's not 7. Okay, so unfortunately this does spell out Emma. Because if you...
Oh, God, it does.
Yeah...
Well, fuck.
Yeah... Unfortunately... Take that! It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life
Was Emma Skye. See, Worthy? Can't say I didn't warn you.
Chief Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Awaga! But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice? What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter.
This is how you know that this guy's a normal person who speaks in normal sentences, because he says things like that. It really makes me trust him.
Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
So fuck off, Gant, you smug bastard. Oh, how perfect the conclusion shows up now. Reminds me of Kiete
Mods,
and our
mods,
fabulous
mods, mods!
Reminds me of Kiete showing up in our Fabulous Ultima campaign and how that would be perfect for one of these things.
Uh-huh.
To cut to Kayla going. Anyway.
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
To be continued. Right
We
now.
would have had to take in like another 40 to 50 minutes to get to this point last stream, so.
Yeah.
Trial ladder, dear.
Yeah. February 25th, 12:06. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making the detective run all around while on duty. To top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again?
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here. She asked me to give you this to you if there was a break in today's trial.
Oh, the little duck. Dear.
I give him a little pat on the head. Right on his little hat, his little Sherlock Holmes hat.
You see, dear, it is very important that the little duck wears the Sherlock Holmes hat, or else most people don't know that he is a great detective.
Yeah. This little
think
duck
it
is going to be one of the best in the business very soon, you see.
Yes. This is like that falcon that keeps making the big bucks big as his body. This little duck is making the big progress in cases and discovering things. And
Yeah, he's the best detective ever, actually.
He has just not unlocked his true, full potential yet.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about that just the other day.
You, rule.
It.
You.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Oh boy.
Evidence law securely slipped into pocket.
Something tells me you need more than 2 rules for evidence law, I'm gonna be real.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though.
Well, let's take a little look-see. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Which is basically saying that we are allowed to get around, You're allowed to get around Gant not having submitted any evidence that we want if we can connect this murder to the previous cover-up. That's what this is saying.
Makes sense.
We have to go around him.
All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Oh? Oh?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me?
These guys aren't sitting down.
Don't worry about it.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Robert.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You've got to be kidding me, pal!
You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
All right.
February 25th, 2:52, District Court, courtroom number 9.
Mambo number 5.
Judge will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Miss Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls for the witness, but this isn't easy to say. You
But I'm
see,
sick.
there's some concern that you, Miss Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking, and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
a solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you are proposing.
I'm just gonna shuffle up to the mic and say, yes, there is.
Actually, this is how it works?
Yeah, the defense calls, at the very least, the defense calls character witnesses for the sake of the defendant all the time.
Yeah. Of course, in Japanifornia court, the defense attorneys are assumed to...
Just eat dirt off of the
losers.
ground.
Yeah, they assume that every defendant is guilty as best as possible, and then you have to fight tooth and nail to even get them to consider the idea that maybe they aren't. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Miss Valentine, what do you say?
It makes your job easier.
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness.
Miss Valentine.
Mm.
You do realize this is your last chance.
Let me, there you go. Cool.
If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Well, we know who it is.
Right.
The guy who was there on the day of the crime, also in the same room with Joe Dark. Doesn't it seem a bit odd that only Jake Marsh, not Jake Marsh, but only the other Marshall would go
Neil
running?
Marshall.
Yeah, only Neil Marshall would go running in that situation. No, I think Damon also tagged along.
Hmm. Actually, it was Angel Star hiding in a barrel in the room.
Oh. Take that! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
I call Detective Goodman's dead body to the stand.
Oh god, the fucking cadaver synod. We don't need to get into that right now.
Weekend at
Damon
Phoenix.
Gant. What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
Maybe, Red Reaper, you could fit her in one of those, like, huge, like, wine casks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those big old kegs.
She cleared it empty herself.
Correct.
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Let's go look at that picture again.
Tee.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch!
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and... I really went British there. Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I am the acting chief of police. Yeah then, Chief Gant. The court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, Valentino, what's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. And there are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this.
Miss, either you are very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Witness testimony. SL9 incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify,
Even Joe Dark.
then we'd better hit him hard and fast. Cross-examination. SL9 incident.
My genius is never appreciated.
I give you a pat on the head and also a little kiss.
This seems pretty clear cut, even Joe Dark.
As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic.
After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that.
Was the defendant, Lana Sky, also present in the room?
I don't quite remember.
Well, let's see. What does the case say about this? You were both executive investigators. It'd be odd for one of you not to be there. And in fact, if she wasn't there, then what was Emma waiting around in the office for, all alone, if Lana wasn't busy at the time?
Yeah.
Anyways.
At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it.
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs, and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
That's not funny.
Lord.
Could you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight. Neil and the serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together.
Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor?
Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Let's see. How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body, it had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Yes.
Anyway,
So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
that's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances.
Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Miss Valentine. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence. That can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. Were these dots here before? I think this is new.
What?
These
Wait,
dots
what?
showing you how far you've scrolled through the testimony.
If they've been there, I don't recall seeing them.
Yeah.
That like new as in the update?
It's the knife. The knife is the evidence here. Because, dear,
Yes.
if the forgery had really taken place before Gant got there, and the forgery involved putting the knife into Neil Marshall's body, how did Lana Skye get the knife? Because his knife wasn't there on the scene. The only knife that was present was the one from the prosecutor trophy.
Yeah.
This is a piece of evidence that Gant would have had to produce. Think about that. Now we just have to find a way to pin it correctly. Pin the tail on the donkey.
Gosh.
Because the thing is,
The donkey dear, the donkey.
it could go here, as in she had already arranged the crime scene, or it could go here, I had nothing to do with the forgery. In either case, it must be his knife, which was not... Which would have been
Which
with him,
donkey
not
Tail
Lana.
belonged to.
Yeah, right? But, like, this has to be the evidence, right?
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so literally taking a stab in the dark here, but this
Taking
seems
a
like
dark in the
the
stab
thing
here.
because none of these apply. This is something that would have been a part of the investigation and would not have, or should not have been in Gant's office at the time, right? Let's find out. Nope, damn it.
Okay.
Maybe it was the other statement. That's the thing, is that we can't tell. Okay. Nope. Dang it.
Oh,
Well,
Too smart
I
for
was
the
too
game.
smart for the game. Yep, once again, I got ahead of the game's logic. I gotta be more stupid.
I gotta be more stupid.
Yeah.
It's troopid, dear. It's troopid.
Ah, this is it.
Ah.
It had to have been, he had to have been involved in the cover-up because Lana Skye did not know Gant's code to get into his safe.
Gosh.
Awaga!
There we go.
If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this?
What's that? And what's that on it? A handprint?
Chief Gant, your explanation, please. I don't know. You tell me, miss. Huh? My dear Valentino, don't you know the second rule of evidence law? Oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how's that rag relevant to this trial?
It appears the defense was not prepared.
What the fuck? You didn't even let him explain
Guess
how
it's
it's
too early
relevant.
to use this piece of evidence.
Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance?
That's
Well,
Miss-
okay,
Miss
I'll
NFL.
do it just this once, but only because you asked, Dudgy. What did you say?
I said that's I'll let you do this once, Chief. That's Miss NFL to Miss Chief.
Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry.
Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. Okay. So they at least had a contingency for that.
Hmm.
So I'm on, like, the right trail. But it has to be something that is already relevant to this case. Is it the unstable jar? Which has already been proven to be relevant to this case because we've been throwing it around as evidence all day? Alaga! You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's the blue badger you showed us earlier.
A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe.
You have successfully gaslighted everybody into thinking this inanimate object is the blue badger.
God. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh! Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well,
Jar blindness.
you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can also do so. Isn't that right, Valentino?
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. CBT.
What?
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Yes, well,
Going to pay you to let me work for you, please.
in light
Okay.
of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Witness testimony. Evidence and forgery. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Miss Valentine,
Yes, Your Honor?
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know.
All right, Udgy. In return, though.
I know. That place, right?
Huh? What are these guys, telepathic?
They're arranging a date.
Yeah.
The judge is bisexual.
Thank God. Cross-examination. Evidence and forgery. I'd appreciate if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point.
You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that.
What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and
Miss Valentine, what are you saying?
You won't be able to believe how well I can fit those allegations.
Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Valentino's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove her investigation was illegal.
I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course, but suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Awaga! If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery,
I'm not through speaking yet, Valentino. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered.
are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Awaga! Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Valentine,
Ugh.
the chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know.
Come now, Valentino. Think about it.
How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye.
Well, now do you see?
Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh,
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Ho, ho, ho! Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway.
Gah!
Be careful when pointing that finger. You might end up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. You didn't do it for yourself, and you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
Can we call those up to the stand?
There.
It's out in the open now. That's the that's the idea I was telling you about earlier, dear, with the Cerberus lady who splits into three.
Yeah! Oh my god, that's how she calls herself
Yeah,
when
me,
she's
myself,
all
and
together.
I.
That's really funny.
Those are the three different hers. Anyways,
God.
there. It's out in the open now. Hachi, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, 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 that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Certainly, he would have helped out Lana Skye for the sake of having blackmail on her. Being able to make her do whatever the fuck he wanted, as demonstrated just fucking 3 days ago, when goddamn he had her take the fall for killing Detective Goodman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Miss Valentine, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Well, fuck, it's either Lana or Bruce. And I feel like it's probably Lana. Because she's the one that he was actually able to say, hey, go here at this time and pretend to stab this person and you will get arrested in my stead, okay?
Yeah.
No questions asked, you owe me.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye, the defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh, wait. You mean puppet as is someone forced to do his bidding. Never
The
mind!
judge was so excited! He was so excited!
Puppet Gate! Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Valentino, my lass, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana,
She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless... that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? Mods! I said mods! Miss Valentine, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest-ranking officer in our law enforcement agency, to accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible.
And they said this is kind of stuff about Red White, too.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier-to-understand language.
It's too late, Miss Valentine. There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Miss Valentine? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. All right, then. Let's see what Miss Valentine's got. And it better be good. Show us evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman.
Gosh. That's a big ask. Just one piece of evidence, huh? That ties this whole thing together. Is it this? Because he went to the evidence room at that time with Goodman. And he took the cloth and hid it away for Lana's sake.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it could also be the ID card record, because that's him at 4:20, the time of the actual murder.
I think it might be this. Because that pins him there at the time of the murder.
Yeah.
It's one of those two, I feel like. Nothing else fits for specifically saying why, showing that he is involved in the murder. So let's try this first. Take that!
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits. You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Damn.
Mods!
They just
Mods!
accepted that. I was expecting more of a fight on that assertion, but it just kind of worked.
Chief Gant, what do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Miss Valentine be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
But of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
Awaga! You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Miss Valentine, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Of course, it's Goodman's lost item report. Take that! Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police.
Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to.
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh,
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him?
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Can we
Exactly.
use that as confession?
But wait, The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. You had really lent it to Detective Goodman. It would have been found on his body.
No!
Oh! Oh, he died. He exploded.
Chief Gant, you didn't!
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Miss Valentine, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was just a useless clue, just taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body? Miss Valentine, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this.
A useless clue taking up space? What's been in our inventory for a long time?
The screwdriver. Dear, the screwdriver which was used to pry open the lock on Edgeworth's car trunk.
Oh!
Take that! This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. And why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transfer evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Mods! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal against the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photographs Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be
Typo.
taken away. It was
It said this was not a photo.
awesome.
It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up. Sorry, Valentino, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
Awaga! But the cross-examination hasn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. I am invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get over with it.
I'll say it again, Miss Valentine. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Miss Valentine,
Your Honor?
do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body?
Do I have any concrete proof? Is this the moment where we finally pull out the piece of cloth?
Maybe? Hmm. Aw. Huh. Ah. Ah.
Like, the concrete proof would have to be this is something that was in his locker, which ended up in your locker. Hell, it could have been this. Could have been the unstable jar also. If that piece had only been, you know, okay, well, what if the piece only fucking ended up there after the murder? Then what if it ended up there on the day that you fucking did all this shit? I think we have to present... I feel like we have to present something here. I feel like... I have no proof yet. It feels like it's just too easy to turn into a... oh, just automatic game over scenario.
Yeah. Ugh. I may have to take the doggies out soon.
I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence.
Then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I think it has to be this, that, like, Goodman had recently found this evidence, and specifically because Chief Gant went there with him that day, not planning to kill Goodman, but when Goodman opened up his safe, Gant saw a new piece of evidence connecting the crime to Emma Skye, and he said, oh fuck, I can't let him get away with this. I have to keep my grip on Lana. I have to dispose of him. Take that!
So, what exactly is this evidence?
It's proof. As to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt, I'll let you be the judge.
But I am the judge!
Oh, right. Well, what do you think,
We
Your
finally
Honor?
give him permission! He finally has permission to be the judge, and nobody ever offered him that!
That's why he was acting all cagey around Von Karma. He didn't have permission to be judge yet.
Wow! This is like on DeviantArt when somebody asked me, can I see more balloon girls? And I said, you can do anything you want. And they said, thank you.
Well, what do you think, Your Honor?
What I think, Miss Valentine, is that I'm going to be late for lunch.
Oh, come on. Guess it wasn't enough. Please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer to consider.
I'll say it again, Miss Valentine. The Gant is the current chief of police. The court will not tolerate any accusation again without concrete proof.
Oh, come on, man. Okay, so the fact that it takes me all the way back here makes me think that, okay, I actually have to pick I have no proof yet. The fact that it doesn't just immediately take me back to presenting evidence is saying it's trying not to lock me into a game over state. So this is the point where I have to say I have no proof yet. Okay. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
See, Aji? In that case, this chat is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Valentino. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you.
Oh, fuck. Is that just...
I warned you earlier, Miss Valentine. This is an affront to a senior officer of our nation's law enforcement agency.
Ah!
Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
And he has to go through, like, the little dialogue box. Oh, no, he's making me go through the fucking... the boxes to find which person? Fuck off. Okay.
Edgeworth's dialogue box is broken today. He's gotta make you do it.
Is this Lady Luck in the room with us?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Miss Valentine, does such a witness
Oh,
exist?
thank God, my dialogue
She
box
may not
is
be
broken.
willing to tell the truth.
This
But
is
we can't
not
just
working
stop
today.
now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth... Take that!
The defendant, Miss Lana Skye?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The chat will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony.
And also,
chat
I gotta
is
take
now
the dogs
in
out when this starts. Oh?
Oh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana? I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Miss Valentine's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
That's a normal, innocent person thing to say.
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah, this isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. All right then, I've got a lunch date to meet.
Ah.
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this chat is now in recess.
And I gotta take the dogs out.
Okay. Then I will do my normal Edgeworth voice. He'll forget to be British for a minute.
Okay. I love you.
I love you. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah. Thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office!
My office?
Sure, I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Did he mean Maya?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Valentine. Remember what the judge said?
But, there.
The risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
This is probably Emma? You mean he forfeits his right to say anything, too? Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I have been listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, and now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. Ugh. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Valentine. It's time to end this. To be continued again. A fucking 3-stager goes crazy. What are they even gonna call this part? Trial Ladder Part 2! Cool, dude! Hi, Afterglow Ampharos. Well, thank you for bringing the light of justice to this stream. Did you know that this final day of trial comes in 3 fucking parts? It's a whole second game, right? February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 9. Yeah, one of the longest cases in the series. It's about as long as the main game. It is so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand?
Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course. The truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get to Gant. Witness testimony. Gant and the fabrication.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I arranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana?
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Miss Valentine, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Ugh.
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Cross-examination. Gant and
Hi,
fabrication.
please catch me up on what I missed.
So not much happened. Emma is back. And she believes in us. Gant is still gone, but in his place we now have Lana testifying, and she said, "Oh yeah, no, he totally didn't blackmail me, and I'm definitely not saying this under duress."
God.
Uh-huh.
Also, hi, Afterglow Ampharos, thank you for the raid. Hi,
Yeah.
Eves.
Hi, Eve.
So many people arrived when I was gone.
Yeah, also it's Trial Ladder Part 2 now.
Awesome. Trial step ladder.
How many years, exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then. So that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia.
Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why
There's no truth to this blackmail theory. But think about it, Miss Skye. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Miss Valentine? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And... every day I get emails.
Every day I get emails.
Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
You say you did this all by yourself? Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you... That's Edgeworth coming back to my voice. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. Ex-fucking-squeeze me? Ex-fucking-squeeze me?
Excusez-moi?
The broken prosecutor award knife? Not he wasn't propped up on the armor? Excuse me? Excusez-moi?
Me scusi?
Entschuldigung?
Pardon? Nom de chat! I don't know about this, Red Tavern.
Extremely normalizing, no contradictions here.
Oh wait, hang on, I got a better one. Fuck, I just don't know chocolat gelato. Voyons. Your Honor, his spine just did that.
His heart just got a hole in it. It was really scary.
He stabbed his own back as a funny.
Your Honor, I propose that it was the spy TF2 who killed Neil Marshall.
Zooms in on him instead of zooming out.
What?
Your Honor, it was itchy.
But Prosecutor Marshall died in an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Miss Valentine, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me?
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's move?
And then you moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, why does it matter where the body was if he didn't die on the suit of armor? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason
Oh.
Miss Sky moved the body.
Oh, it was more visually pleasing moving it there. It added more feng shui to the room.
Pieces of the jar. You mean... Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime,
She just hates the jar.
I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered into pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
Oh man,
I
I'm
see.
just having a brain blast, dear, because I'm
Yeah.
imagining Sherry in a scenario like this. I know she's not like an attorney,
Yeah.
she is an investigator.
Gosh.
Of course, she has to rely on her testimony because she can't, I don't know, she can't really take videos of the past.
Gosh. What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction
thrown.
here somewhere. Anyway,
I mean, am I right in remembering nobody asked why the jar was in that position?
I mean, look,
Because, like,
the fact of the matter is that it couldn't have been... is that the jar could not have possibly been shattered at the time because the name Emma was written across multiple shards.
okay.
So that's just
Why
impossible.
Did she see it at that angle? Why did she see? That's the thing that I'm hung up on. I was like almost
Because
certain.
that's the angle that it was falling. It was falling off of the desk, and it fell kind of, you know, head over heels. And then the lightning
Okay.
struck, and she saw it upside down as it was falling.
Okay, so I thought I was under the impression with my hunch that it was thrown
Mm.
rather than just fell off.
It fell,
Okay.
and then probably later Lana smashed it against the ground to prevent anyone from connecting the dots that it had Emma written on it.
Okay. I understand.
Anyway,
I think.
I committed this fabrication completely alone. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Miss Valentine? Emma didn't do it. Period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence?
She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I could do to make up for my actions.
Miss Valentine, my sister's lying.
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. So I guess it's just a question of which one do I present it on? This statement or this statement? Because this statement is saying, well, the jar didn't shatter during the events because someone was able to write Emma's name on it. Or here, it had nothing to do with Emma is contradicted by the fact that the jar has Emma's name on it. Like, both of them work as a contradiction in two different ways. So I'm just going to save, just to make sure that the game doesn't screw me over for this. I'm going to start with this one. Alvaga! Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction?
I like you raising your voice.
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar!
Maud!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we are headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Witness testimony. Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
I think we all know where this is going.
Do we?
Yeah. Cross-examination, jar and message in blood. So, dear,
Hmm?
the fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
You didn't.
But she didn't get the one, specifically, one of them still has the full blood mark on it, and it is the piece that was hiding in the safe of Chief Gant. From the very first moment, it has been in there since before Lana Skye arrived at the crime scene. Check.
Yeah.
Mate. Hold it. But how could you see with the power out Should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Miss Valentine. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Awaga! Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
Wow.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
Awaga! I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures, and they were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
Judge, a man is dead!
Your Honor, a man is fucking dead. Please take this seriously for 5 more minutes, I beg of you.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? A man is dead. When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that...
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Drake downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
Awaga! The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
No!
He just doesn't want to answer the question.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here!
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. Ow!
No, I did it on my own.
Please, Lana, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Miss Valentine says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that, coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
Wait a minute. What if...
Twisting the truth! A good idea.
We're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap.
Is something wrong, Miss Valentine?
Lana, maybe right after all.
What do you mean, Valentine? So you do tell foul lies then, Miss Valentine?
Miss Sky, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will. I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there's a possibility that it will if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time.
Please.
Witness
I am
testimony.
begging you.
Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof.
Hmm?
I gave it to Miss Valentine just this morning. What? To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Miss Valentine, she really does have faith in you.
Very well, Miss Valentine. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem
the
to remember
fucking
getting
evidence?
something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. I'm assuming it's the book. Oh, the little guy.
Oh!
Ho ho ho!
Hey, there's a picture here.
You saw that is. Love your reaction, dear. That was great.
That was just a genuine fucking gasp that I did at seeing that.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. Lana's picture inserted into the court record. Crime scene photo from the case 2 years ago taken.
Miss Valentine! That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside of Chief Gant's safe.
Oh!
What?
Oh! This is a handprint, isn't it? Oh wait, no, that's in the flashback. That cloth! It had fingerprints on it! Whoever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer! Oh, fuck.
What? But those fingerprints... They're yours, Emma!
Why are your lips turning all purple, Miss Valentine?
It's not that kind of story.
Oh, okay. Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
Please, I am missing
Actual
the
crime
judge's
scene.
social dinner.
What?
What?
Come now, Udgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Face of a man who's not worried.
Fucking imagine being in the jury. You see that guy do that, and you just ding. I'm not worried. And then you just write down, he is not worried, into your notes. That
Sorry
is what a
to
not
disappoint
worried
you,
man looks like.
But I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't. But someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Valentino? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
Is that true, Miss Valentine?
If I show that piece of evidence now, I'm sure to be made out as the murderer.
Miss Valentine, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now?
Arrive at the truth.
I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall?
Arrive at the truth.
I'm thinking of some worming I can do. What if...
Oh?
I mean, look
Worming
here,
and
dear.
squirming?
Like, okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Okay.
So one angle I can take here is I can't show the evidence because this handprint is not actually relevant to the case yet. And as said in Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. The other thing is, present it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the print got there at the time when he was placed onto the statue. So that would really mean that it isn't relevant.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie! Chief Gant, you opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
Hey, hang on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Miss Valentine, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence.
Hey, hang on.
This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Valentino. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. That was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment?
See this jackman?
I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too?
Ho ho ho! Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Valentino. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Miss Valentine?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant? That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe?
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all, but it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Miss Valentine, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Valentino. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. I cannot show evidence, because that evidence is not relevant to the case on trial. I can't. I can't, dude. I can only present it if it is relevant. And because Emma Skye did not kill Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yeah, that print got on there, but she wasn't the one who killed him. It was irrelevant. Irrelevant to all of this. Now, oh wait, no, it's too late to show that evidence now? Okay, hold on. No, that sounds like giving up then. Hold on. Okay. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Well,
It's relevant now because he admitted he had it,
yeah, but
but it's not relevant to the case on trial.
yeah. You know fucking what? It isn't this. It isn't this. You know what the fuck it is?
Hmm?
It's this. This is the real fucking murder weapon right here. So we know it's not, that the handprint has fucking nothing to do with it.
I think the Blue Badger did it.
I think the Blue Badger did it.
That blue bastard.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. No, that's not. Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Loads right in your face.
Yeah, shoots a bullet at me.
Fucking kills you.
Yeah.
Kills you.
Okay. But I know it isn't. It can't be this. Unless there's something we're missing.
Why are you playing around with that? It's relevant now because he talked out about the cutoff
I
piece
guess.
in the photo.
Yeah. Yeah, someone left behind an oil stain on the fabric. Whoever it was, they must have had a really oily hand. Think about it scientifically, huh? The likely explanation is the person slipped and fell on a freshly waxed floor, getting wax all over their hand. That would account for this amount of oil, I guess. Let's see what's so scientific about it, though. I always slip on the floor of school after they're waxed. Cool, dude. Someone died. Okay, fine. Now that you have decided that it's
Emma,
relevant,
you might be accused of murder.
let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Valentino had all this time to present this evidence, yet she was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Miss Valentine, do you really know?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is...
Emma Skye?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you just tell me? Like, absolutely 10 before Emma was unconscious, you could just push your hand into it? What are you talking about, Edgeworth?
Yeah.
True.
You're really something, Valentino. You knew this girl did it all along. Hold on, I'm trying to... Wait a finger-licking minute. Where's the Fuba game?
ESPN?
Oh, I guess only on ESPN. That's fascinating. Okay, anyways.
I won't be able to watch it.
Yeah. That's okay. It's probably going to be a route anyways. So.
You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky.
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet.
But I'm afraid it is over, girl. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, girl! What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor girl into a murderer?
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh, and what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Miss Valentine, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Okay.
Oh! Oh!
What?
The blood! Look at the blood!
Oh!
He wasn't dead when the cloth was cut off of him!
Oh!
He wasn't dead yet! The cloth is clean!
Oh my
shit!
God. Dear, you have like exploded at this picture twice now. This is incredible.
Oh my
my God.
Oh! I'm the smartest person in the fucking world! Holy shit! The caucasian of this bit. Okay,
Get his ass.
take that!
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth.
It's also not the right shape, but that doesn't matter.
Wait, there's no blood on it. Ugh!
Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
No, this is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you prove that you were the actual murderer.
No!
It's finally all over.
Does anybody do anything about him?
Oh, that was close, Valentino. You almost had me.
Huh?
Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute her allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Mods, what nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji? Earlier, old Valentino here concealed that piece of cloth. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, girl. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Miss Valentine?
It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Miss Valentine, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
No, I purposefully and legally did not mention a piece of evidence that had not yet been connected to the case. I admit I refused to present it at one point.
So the evidence is illegal.
Awaga! No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Aji, don't listen to her lies. She's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe...
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
Alright. Take that! This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief.
Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Awaga! Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented?
Well, that was shown only a few moments ago.
No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let. On. You. Oh!
Feyha, the ultimate technique, wrath of all thunder gods.
No.
It was then that you approved of this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you!
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum! For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yeah, that's right. Please.
You murdered his brother, dude.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, The blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car?
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker?
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. And you can find out all about that in the Ace Attorney Investigations, soon to be released on Nintendo DS. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
He called it a lunch date.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Valentino here.
You just need to go.
And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes? First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. I owe you my thanks, Miss Valentine. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Miss Valentine to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it! I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Skye,
Yes, Your Honor?
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
I like that
Is
she's
there
smiling.
something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of those heavy chains.
Well, so yes, we will someday be doing
Yeah.
investigation games.
Uh-huh.
Just the trilogy needs to be done first. This is the first game!
Uh-huh.
Well,
Suffered
this
enough.
trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this chat finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, not guilty.
Yippee!
That is all. This chat is adjourned.
That doesn't mean you can
February
leave.
25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. At long last, it's finally over.
Wow.
Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended.
I.
Aye.
And. You've.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Interrupting Gumshoe says what?
Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty? And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, I'm getting in a rut.
Masterful! Fucking masterful!
God.
Gumshoe does feel like a Dover Boys type character.
God, yeah.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Lana!
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't. And I'm not sure that those two guys in the background can even open their mouths. It might be glued shut between you and me. Anyways.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, Lana. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Lana.
I asked Grant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But Lana, you were only doing it for me.
Oh my god, what a
You're
crazy pic Carolina just got.
Oh, awesome. I'm watching it on the TV app. Magical Tome.
Yeah, you mean the Magic Tome
Yeah.
on your Nintendo PC.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the pic yet, so...
Yeah, that's because you're
I'm
behind.
about
It's
to.
behind, yeah.
I'm about to. Oh my god, he just snagged it out of the air.
Yeah. No.
Anyway. Huh?
I turned my back on you that day, in hiding what I believed to be the truth. I was deceiving you.
Lana.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But Lana, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You were happy?
Of course. You know, Lana. I always knew that one day you'd come back. Now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma.
This is wonderful. Aww.
Love wins.
Gosh.
No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it's from there that we can move on to a brighter future. At least, that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Miss Valentine, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
The imagery of Edgeworth hiding is really funny.
Where was he hiding? Under the couch?
I just came to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Oh my gosh, and the fucking 49ers pick it right back in the end zone. Fucked up.
Oh my god. They're just playing.
It's never been
they're-
more over for Miss Panther. Anyways,
They're tossing the ball between each other. Mr. Edgeworth? Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You. One. You'll.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth...
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were
Oh,
both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. He was hiding in the court record!
He comes out of your inventory.
Oh, fuck.
Aha.
He was right there the whole time. You were working together with Miss Valentine. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Miss Valentine? Huh? What? Oh, what is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Miss Valentine. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. The photo, I suppose, because Lana just sent that to us via book. Right? It feels like the right thing. Take that!
That... Oh, is this the...
I think that's getting it wrong text, but you can still say it anyways.
That might mean something to you. But I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership.
Partnership specifically, huh? Miss Valentine, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. Wait,
It's
fuck? You
time
just
for-
don't get to fucking see it? Oh, fuck me. Come on. All this and I don't even get to fucking see the fucking payoff. Dude. Fuck. Can someone fucking find that just so I can show it on streams? Can someone find that? Hold on. I'm gonna just fucking pull up a fucking Ace Attorney long play and get someone to show this for me.
Ampharos, we can't save scum it because we didn't save. We didn't
Our
save
last
right
save was all the way back in the middle of the trial, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So here's what we're gonna do.
I don't think that we prepared the idea that in this heartfelt ending to this trial where we worked so hard already, we would have the possibility of getting a question wrong.
Yeah, like fuck, dude, come on.
This will have a large effect on the true ending of Deltarune.
Come
This
on,
will change
where is it?
everything.
Fuck me. Okay. Let's see here. No, not that. There. Okay, so we're just gonna do this, okay?
All right.
Oh, fuck, man. Seriously?
Read the line. Oh, right. You can't see it yet. Okay, hold on. I gotta fucking change it to be my whole monitor. Okay, there.
Okay. That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
And we're right back where we are in the present. Okay. So just
All right.
pretend that everyone was really happy and we saw that part, okay?
Okay, yay! Yippee! Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Something so nice about the sprite work that the weird Flash
Edgeworth.
animations vibes don't have. Being used to the lines makes me more feel like the sprite work is like just like compressed down, but I guess that's because that's my first like foray into it.
Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, Valentine. What I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell. Ah.
Like, just as like a little aside, I fucking had like a little like demo for Ace Attorney Investigations way back when, and it takes place in Edgeworth's office, so you know that they introduced it in this case specifically to tease investigations. I'd better be going too.
Oh, sorry. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn, and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you.
Oh, the ducky is learning so much. It's gaining knowledge at a rapid rate.
The duck is so smart.
Ah!
Oh, that's why his head is so big.
Because his brain is giant.
His brain is gigantic. I love this duck.
Uh-huh.
Scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thank you, Lana. I will. Gave that my own little flair.
Uh-huh. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
Note that Edgeworth is the only one in the center there.
Well, don't go tracking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Huh?
his entire salary. Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Miss Valentine here is the one who will be footing the bill.
What the fuck? That's MFA money!
What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
What? Thank you, Miss Valentine. You're the best.
Why is
Well,
it?
now any potential money that you gain from this is also completely retconned thanks to that.
Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys, let's go. Whee!
Awaga!
That's really funny.
Awesome. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I've managed to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's really fun, Colette.
Uh-huh.
Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily.
God.
Get ready, dear. Any of these could be your characters coming up.
Yeah, I was like, I want to respond to the chat, but I'm
Yeah,
also
you
like,
can't.
oh. Chat, we're locked in.
We're locked the fuck in.
Kota Fukamachi. Still
My
you.
new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner is keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
What a character.
Uh-huh.
One of the character designs of all time.
Yeah. He looks like he's from a different universe than everyone else.
Yeah.
And now for an exclusive interview with the Blue Badger.
What if you just started going faster?
Oh!
Oh. Oh, dead.
Opposite.
Killed. He died.
And another fucking end zone pick! What is happening?
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Star Manager just need this in for me. And she's seeing one of the gods, it seems. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
My God.
It's really going to show just how many... Okay.
My character. Looks like we won't be seeing we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. Fuck this. Oh God. The top player just...
The kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller on extra time. Just make sure
How did
not to eat
I
it
not read it
backwards.
fast enough? How did I not read it fast enough?
You started late.
Oh.
Brandon Gay.
Yay.
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was her name again? Miss St. Patrick's? Anyway, she said she's been doing something or other for how many days now? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh, no. I forgot my gavel. Sorry, I've got to go.
Ah. It's the first time I've seen the judge's chair. God, what? I swear the Angel Stars dialogue went by way faster than any of these, and these all go by faster than normal. I swear. Oh! Ah! Nothing soothes the soul like...
That's
Ah!
why, dear, you keep going back and trying to fucking fix the line. You can't do that here. Mystic Maya, afternoon's training's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, V, fuck. The last opportunity to get it wrong, and I did it. Dear. The last opportunity I could have gotten it wrong.
Oh.
Oh my god. I blew it. All I do is fumble. Get ready, dear. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on?
I hope I don't fuck it up a third time.
New job for a bellboy.
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Miss Valentine. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. And if I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Oh, thank God! Oh!
Gosh. The baby, the
You-
baby, the baby,
baby.
the baby, 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 the baby. Well, dear, what did you think of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney?
It's a great game. I mean, I said this at the end of Case 1-4. This is a game where everybody, the game franchise, game series, where everybody's hyping it up, talking about how much they love it. And I fully get the hype. I'm fully on the side of this. You know, I love it. I love it. I know. I understand why everybody loves this game so much. I really liked Case 1-5. I think Case 1-4 still just like beats it for being actually relevant to the story, the overarching story. But like, Case 1-5 was quite nice. I liked all the
Yeah.
characters they introduced. It was really lovely, and I think that I'm excited for more.
Yeah, but we will
Yeah.
not be playing this next time. We will not be immediately continuing into Phoenix Wright Justice for All, or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney
Yeah.
Justice for All is the actual way they added the subtitle in there.
If we did that, we would just be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney
For like a
5
year.
to 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably it would be the year of Ace Attorney at that point.
Yeah,
And
so that's not happening.
We love Ace Attorney, but we don't want to do
Instead,
that.
I hope that you all stick around next week. We are going to be hosting another King of the Castle stream as a fun little intermission between games. Even if you aren't terribly invested in the game itself, please do come by, because at the end of that King of the Castle stream, I will be revealing what the next game we will be playing on the Variety Monday stream is. And if you all are just as excited
don't even
to
know.
learn that as I am to reveal it too, well, you'd better be there, everyone. And I hope to also see you
genuinely
on
don't
Saturday
even-
for a bit more Pokemon Leaf Green and
chill weekend slop casting without too much stressful situations going on, unlike in this stream.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Saturday after next Saturday will be the 6th, which means we will be away for
Yes.
MFF.
Correct.
So next Saturday will be our last one until the 13th, and then the next Monday stream, the King of the Castle stream, we won't be streaming the Monday after for the 8th. So, because Viola will still be at my place at the very least. I forget if we're actually coming home on Sunday or not, but
Yeah, don't worry
either
about it.
way,
Okay,
MFF
so,
is going to eliminate a Saturday and a Monday stream, but
yes,
that's okay.
but that's whatever. Don't worry. Hope you are all very excited for more King of the Castle and excited to learn what new series we are going to be bringing to you after the little trip to go to MFF. For now,
Woo!
I hope that y'all enjoyed yourself. I know I sure did. I hope that y'all have a good day, a good night, a good week, and a good however long it is until we see each other again. See y'all around.